I asked for video suggestions over on Instagram, and by the way, if you're not following me yet on Instagram, you need to do so. I do a quick tip all the time where you could just, in 60 minutes in my stories, catch something that you can work on. But I want to talk today about audition and what it is that you need to pay attention to when you audition. How do you audition? What are the important things to keep in mind? The first thing that is really important when you go to an audition is to have done your homework. This is something you do in preparation, because when you start the audition, that is not the time to worry anymore. You need to just focus on it and just perform and enjoy it. It's really important. If you haven't done your homework, maybe you're not ready for the audition, maybe you just didn't do well enough, you need to get your homework done. It's like a test. You don't show up to a test haven't even studied. So you have to have your stuff memorized. You have to feel like, okay, I've done what I can do right now at this level. It's probably not going to be perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's being at your best that you can be at right now at this point. You've done what you can do, and now it's time to relax. So the next thing is, as soon as you enter into the room or on stage, enter with confidence. You don't want to get in with this attitude of, oh, I'm so sorry and I'm going to suck. Excuse me, I apologize in advance for me sucking. Don't go in with that attitude. You have to go in with an attitude of, here I am. I'm very grateful that someone is waiting for me and they're wanting to listen to me and watch me, and just get in with the attitude of knowing that those you're auditioning for, they want you to be good. They're hoping you're good. So they're not expecting you to fail or anything. Come in with confidence and stand the ground and be like, here I am. I'm not apologetic about what I'm about to do, who I am, what I've chosen. This is just me, and this is what I've done. This is what I'm going to be doing now. And I'm going to enjoy it. And well, if you're not enjoying it, that's nothing I can do anything about. But I'm going to do my best and I'm enjoying it. The next point is, when you enter in, and a lot of times they will have you state your name, just have give you a little short introduction about yourself and what you're going to sing. Speak clearly and get to the point. Don't tell them a bunch of background information about you unless that is something they asked for. You just want to enter stage and say, hello, my name is... So if I entered on stage, I'd be like, hi, my name is Freya Casey, and I would like to sing whatever song today for you, and I hope you enjoy it. And then you get started. Don't get into all kinds of details unless they ask you questions. And even if they ask you questions, be honest, be real, be yourself, and get to the point. And it's so important to speak clearly and not too fast. I have the tendency to speak too fast sometimes, so speak so that everyone can understand everything you're saying. Because your speaking voice already lets everyone guess what kind of a singing voice you're going to have. Plus, of course, if you are auditioning for something that also has some speaking, it is important to speak up and be clear. The next thing is so important, getting to character. You have done your homework at this point, right? And you have studied your song to where it's not just like you can sing it technically, but you also know exactly what it's about, what it means to you personally, what it has to do with you, who your character is. So who do you have to be in that moment? Be your character. And the best thing to be your character is not to look at it like you're acting to be someone else. No, in that moment, this is you. This is what you're feeling. This is what you're talking about. This is what you're singing about. This is you. And you have done your homework to get to the point of understanding all of the background. You know everything that's going on in that song. You know every word. Maybe you're singing in a foreign language. Know every word, know what it means. If you're doing like a classical aria, you have to know the background information. Who are you? What just happened? Why are you saying what you're about to say, i.e. singing what you're about to sing? Getting to your character, and you have to give it meaning that it's meaningful to you personally. You can't just detach yourself from it and expect anyone to be touched or for any meaning to come across. For any meaning to come across, you have to feel the meaning. That brings me to my next point. You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy your own performance, everyone else will see that you're not comfortable. So you have to come across as you can just let go, you open up, you're vulnerable, you just being yourself and you're enjoying it. What I do sometimes, I just stand there, when I perform. I don't do a lot of auditions anymore these days, but when I perform and I stand in front of people, I just enjoy it. I just think like, this is an awesome practice session. It's just me and I'm just singing this song and I'm getting to sing the song. And there are actually some people who enjoy it. So they are fortunate to listen to me. That's the attitude I have. It's like, I'm just going to enjoy it. Anytime I sing for a gig, I'm not worried about what anyone else thinks, like how I look or how I sound. I don't think about that. I'm just enjoying myself. And I'm like, I'm just going to sing this beautiful song and I'm just going to get totally lost in it. And I'm going to just live through it. And if I enjoy it, it has never failed yet. Everyone else tells me that was amazing. I could really feel it because I felt it. People are empathic. Human beings are empathic. So when you're feeling something, someone else will feel with you. But if you're not feeling anything, if you're detached, if you're not even enjoying it, if you feel uncomfortable and you're thinking, oh, I look awkward or I sound bad, those vibes totally come across. So don't forget about that. Just enjoy it. And lastly, even if I don't want you to think about any technique or anything, the one thing I do want you to pay attention to always is your posture. That goes with entering with confidence. Your posture is so important. When you compromise your posture, you're going to compromise your singing technique, your support, your breathing, your attitude, your confidence. A lot of things just get compromised when you don't keep your posture. So keep your confident posture, even if you're singing something that is sad, or when you're singing about something that isn't about confidence. In your singing, you always want to stay in that mindset of, I'm lifted, I'm tall, I know what I'm doing. And even when you're singing about something, doubtful, when you're thinking, oh, I don't know. Well, that's only the text you're singing, but even if you are the character who is in doubt, you are certain about being in doubt, right? It's not like, I don't know if I am in doubt or not. See, that's when something weird comes across. So be very confident and keep that posture of confidence. It's going to help you breathe better, and your breathing is everything. You're going to find when you're nervous, you run out of breath much quicker, but you can counteract that by really focusing on keeping your posture at all times. Make sure you watch my next video this week because I'm going to talk about when are you ready to audition. Thank you so much for watching. Check out all my free resources on my website. I also have a paid course. It's called Conquer Your Stage Fright. It's not just about stage fright. It's really 12 video lessons about how to be preparing for an audition. To be in front of people, whether it's an audition or a studio setting, or even in your lessons, a performance, doesn't matter. Being yourself and making sure you can let go of all these doubts and distractions that keep you from truly singing to your full potential. When you're alone, you can do it. And then when you get in front of people, it's like, oh man, it was so good when I was practicing on my own, but now it just all went down the drain. That's what that course is about. I will put the link below if you do want to dive deeper. It's called Conquer Your Stage Fright. I hope to see you next time. Until then, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing.
Makes me feel sad for the rest.